What's good with the YouTube? Y'all already know Big Flacco with a convicts reaction where I smash, dash, and react. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support this channel, and hit that bell notification for future fire reactions. Let's get to this reaction, man, because there was a fucking video that just dropped, man, by Swifty Blue, G-Face, and some other rapper, right, called The Whole Thing, right? And I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Swifty, he spit some fire on this track, man. He came in fucking hot, you know what I'm saying? And not just because he dissed Bozo and Lefty Gunplay, but his bars, man, like I said, man, you could tell the difference between someone like Swifty and Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay, he still, he doesn't ride the beat like he should, you know what I mean? Swifty just fucking, he just killed it. Straight kill shot on this one, man. I guess Bozo took to a live, just basically to fucking pretty much slander Swifty and whatnot, talking about that he did a track with a documented snitch that was talking shit and all kinds of stuff, right? But the truth of it is, man, they killed Bozo on that track, first and foremost, and other rappers. Second of all, Bozo got no room to say shit right now because he's already been proven to be a fucking liar. So anything that ever comes out that man's fucking mouth, especially when it's controversial or it's clout chasing, you can't trust shit. You know what I'm saying? But we already know Swifty got issues, man. That's not anything new. But as far as talent, entertainment, he's still going to get those views. He's still going to get it. You know, a lot of times music isn't based upon your credentials, where you're from or who you are or what you're about. It's about whether they dig the music or not. And definitely this verse from Swifty was dope as fuck. G-Face came in pretty hard on his verse too. I don't know who the other dude is, right? But he was alright, you know what I mean? But the verse and track though, man, was pretty dope overall though, man. And I know it's gonna get a lot of people pissed off, man, because they basically went in on a couple people, man. You know, and he didn't hold no punches. You know, Compa Raider, fucking King Little G, Bozo, Lefty Gunplay. You know, he went there. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the rap game, as people already know. This track, sometimes you're not supposed to take too personal if you don't go into certain things. It's a little bit different than someone like going on a podcast talking shit. It's expected for people to take shots and whatnot in the rap game because that's part of what rap is. It's like a comedian that goes on there and roasts people. That's the same thing with the rap game. Now, besides Swifty's verse being fucking hella dope, there's a lot of things that kind of have raised questions to myself as far as, you know, Southern California and the street politics. Now, there's been so many different rappers that take shots literally at each other. You know, some they say that are in bad standing, some they say that paperwork, different things, right? But then again, you see other cats that are active still messing with certain cats. So, is there that much separation or that much of a power struggle that, you know, an unknown power struggle out there in the guys that people don't know who's really, you know, in good standings or who's been, you know, pretty much been put on disregard or, you know, what is it, man? Because, like I said, one week you'll hear about this dude being no good, next week it'll be somebody else. Yet they're still doing verses, tracks, and hanging out with different individuals from different barrios that are supposed to be active Southsiders. You know, in Northern California, you would know who's pretty much good, who's bad. Straight up, there would be no question marks behind it. It seems like with this that people really don't know, if that makes any sense. Or maybe there's, like I said, a power struggle. Maybe this dude gets support from this person, or this person's getting support from this person, and it all clashes together. You know, I guess that's why it's better that some of the business and activities that be put out there about the Southsiders maybe shouldn't be put out there as much by certain people, because I get confused. You know, who's who, who's what, who's in what standings. I mean, serio, it's confusing. You know, it's like some of the stuff I've discussed recently about like Lefty Gunplay and Bozo, and it makes me wonder, like, do people have that much leverage they can do what they want, say what they want about people? Or people under different type of management? Or are they going to later on be some consequences for some people's actions? You know, those are things I kind of question, because it seems like a lot of people are running around like a loose cannon doing whatever they want to do and saying whatever they want to say. That's not always the business, right? And I'm just wondering if, you know, if there's different policies and procedures to the streets to where people just do what they do, and unless it doesn't meddle with anybody else's business, it's okay. I don't know. It's confusing. Because I know in Northern California, if this shit was really going on, like the stuff that you see, someone's gonna go make some calls. Someone's gonna intervene and stop it and shut it down. And in an area that has one of the most powerful criminal organizations that has tons of foot soldiers under its command, I'm just wondering why have they shut nothing down? And that's not no disrespect or not. Maybe there's a strategy of why they do this. Maybe they feel the Southsiders should be able to make their own decisions out there and they don't want to be bothered with all the petty shit. I don't know. But I do have that question in my head. All it takes is one of these individuals to say, you know what, shut this shit down, and that's done. Done data. Now, one thing, though, that people should be concerned about, though, and Swifty should be concerned about this. The article that came out about him, I don't know why that news would put that out there, first and foremost, right? Because basically what they put out there, the fact that he talked, even though he didn't say nothing, they could view that as improper statements or fucking gaslighting the situation or validating it. You know, he didn't say nothing, but there were certain things that he did say that would kind of make you think, like, why would you even affirm that? Why would you let that be known that, yeah, that's kind of the scenario how it is, you know? And like I said, you know, Swifty's gone through a lot of shit. He's never been to prison. He's never gone anywhere. And he's had a fucking strobe light on this whole fucking time and everything that he does. But that was probably not the best look. Doesn't say that he was telling her anything, but he was pretty much like giving life to the story that there is a group that runs politics in the street and in jail and in prison. Now, honestly, man, you know, I kind of look at some of the drama that's been occurring lately, and you know, it translates between North and South, down South, and all the BS that's been going on, right? What happens in prison when people don't respect certain privileges that are given to them? I don't know how the Southsiders operate, but I know with the Northerners, those privileges are taken from you. Now, I can honestly see the big homies from down South putting a stop to all these Southern rappers and podcasters even talking because of all the drama that circulates around them, all the BS, all the breach of information that's put out there, breach of security, all the jeopardizing people and whatnot. I can honestly see them put basically a gag order on any Southsider discussing any Southside business or even doing the things that they've been doing, interviews. I can see them shutting that shit down. Because if they shut it down, then you got no more problems now. There's no more issues. There's no more drama. You know, but it's continuously happening over and over and over again. And now it's starting to translate to where it's causing disruption with other groups. Because besides the stuff that's happened with, you know, the Northerners recently, you know, from the Southsiders have also gone at it at times with some of the blacks. So I could see this shit eventually getting shut down. Well, say Swifty Blue is in bad standings, right? I don't know. For facts, I heard he was, but who knows, right? You think he would still be in bad standings or have that negative image if he was all over social media all the time? Probably not. Think about it. The rappers and podcasters that are not involved in any of the drama, right? They're not constantly doing interviews, and when they do the interviews, they do them respectful. And they don't say so much, and they don't really take shots or unnecessary shots. So, like I said, dope ass first, right? But there's been a lot of drama circulating, a lot of individuals who talk freely on YouTube. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the big homies from down south decide to step in. Anyways, until the next novella, this is Black Wolf from Comics Reaction. I'm gone.